Hey everyone, it's the patient hodler coming at you with another live stream. And I know it has been a while. I'm very sorry for letting you down with the live stream, so to say. And yeah, we have some super great news coming from the Veve team, from the Ecomi team today. We are going to talk about the Jurassic Park NFTs and maybe about some details from the data that you might not be aware of. We are going to talk about the next AMC drop or promotion code that we will get. We are going to talk about the community updates, the Q2 priorities for the Veve team. We are going to talk about some Ecomi related data. We're going to look at some chart and burn data in the end of the stream, or more to the end of the stream. And obviously, as always, you are deciding where the stream is going and headed to. But obviously, you know the drill. I have to say this in the beginning. Please keep in mind that I am not a financial advisor, and therefore please perform your own research on everything that I am saying here and that I'm claiming here. Everything that I say, as always, is highly debatable, and I want that you are debating that with me so we can all grow and all get an edge in this very volatile and uncertain market that is the NFT space and the crypto market. But I got a lot of good stuff in the stream for you. So make sure we have already 12 people in here. Smash up the like button, please, for the algorithm. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed yet. And yeah, let me know if you are watching this afterwards. Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, let me know in the live chat so I can respond to you what you think about all of those topics. And we got already Demo in the house. Good to see you back at home. Yeah, everyone who has seen that, actually, and I will show you this later. I have been traveling a little bit. I have made a little bit experience with vlogs or video logs. It's not as good maybe as you are used to from the bigger YouTubers, but I'm still learning. I'm doing my thing, and yeah, hope to hope that you enjoy this other content, the crypto content as well. Demo says, good to see you back in a live setting. Oh yeah, I'm happy to be back. Actually, it was a strange feeling because I hadn't done a live stream, I think, since weeks. And yeah, of course, you can see it also in the numbers of almost every YouTuber right now. We are in a bear market. People don't want to watch each and every content, especially not the bullish content. They want to see all the catastrophic stuff right now about Celsius implosion, about Terra before Terra implosion, about 3AC, about all the FUD, and they want to see the war out there in the crypto space. But today we have some good news as well. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, everyone. We are going to get right into those, and I'm more than happy to talk with you about this. So let's start right off with our newest drop announcement from Veve. As you can see here, we got this only a couple of minutes ago, and this is let me scroll a little bit up here from Veve official. Blue is next up in our Jurassic World Dominion collection as the leader of the pack. She is highly intelligent and empathic, defying any genetic coding her makers could have imagined. So obviously, every one of you knows the Jurassic Park story by now, and this looks for me like somewhat like a raptor. And yeah, 4 rarities will drop on Saturday, so in 2 days, 18th of June at 8 a.m. Pacific time, in a blind box format, and probably they will cost 50 gems again, $50 again. And honestly, last drop I still participated, and I got an uncommon, which is now trading for $14. So that is the 101 or 101 how to convert $50 into $14. So yeah, you could also be lucky and get a 200 gem ultra rare with sound. But honestly, I'm not so sure if I'm going to participate in this blind box. It will highly depend on the rarities that we are going to see for this drop. and also on the price ultimately, and how many of those are animated. Maybe I'll just wait this time and secure one on the secondary market, but I tend to fail on these decisions and make the wrong decision. But yeah, so this time I will probably go with a little skip here, but this doesn't mean that I'm not bullish on the Veve project or anything. I'm just thinking that at the moment it's not the right time to go for a drop with high addition numbers, so we will see. So let me know what you think about this. Are you going for the drop, or are you going to skip this one? So then let's continue. Before we go back to the Jurassic NFTs, I have some good data for you here. But let's look quickly at what we are getting next from the AMC Corporation, and that is the Space Rangers. Are you ready to launch to infinity and beyond? Obviously, this is the common known Toy Story Buzz Lightyear speech, to infinity and beyond. Follow us starting Thursday, June 16th, for a unique Disney and Pixar's Lightyear offer from AMC Theaters. And I have read somewhere, I've seen a screenshot, maybe I can pull it up later for you, that actually this one is going to be a super low edition drop, and that this one is only going to have 1,000 editions. At least that's what it says in the AMC ticket. Maybe if I go in here in this ticket thing, maybe I will be able to find that. But okay, probably I have to select the theater here first, and then okay, so I'm not going to be able to do that, but you can check for yourself. So somewhere in the terms and conditions it says that this is going to be a super low edition drop, and maybe we're looking later at it if I can find a tweet. Now, regarding the promo code that we got right now, we have here the that shouldn't be happening. Let's refresh here quickly. This might be a scaling thing of the monitor. So here we go. We have from Veve Fox, aka Kelly, aka Rootless Girl on Twitter. So make sure you follow her. She's all about the data and really knows her stuff. We got here the VVX tracker where we can find some data. And yeah, let's go quickly, and I'm going to zoom in for you then. So just to give you a quick look on this data, we can see always how buyers and sellers are acting on the markets. This one is 1 day behind, and we got Ted in the house here. So hey Ted, what's going on? Good to see you, and that you were able to catch this live stream. So yeah, good to have you in the house. My number one first appearance, rare hodler. And yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone who just tuned in. Make sure you smash up the likes for interesting data here. So yeah, big shout out to Kelly, aka Veve Fox, for putting this amazing dashboard together where we can see the active traders. We see that trading since in May has peaked around the Darth Vader drop, and now is in steady decline, but still yeah, moving sideways. Could be a bottom indicator for our gem prices. Obviously, this highly depends on the gem influx. Ted is driving home from work, and yeah, Ted, have a safe drive home and enjoy at least the audio of the stream. Don't look too much at these charts. I will try to give them as many voiceover as possible so that you don't have to look at the screen and can have a safe drive. So yeah, we see the trade volume coincides or correlates with what we have seen before, but now we are getting to the interesting stuff, and that is in this chart of the drop participation. We can always see how many unique wallets participated in a drop and how many items were minted. And if every one of the participants were to get one item only on the drop, then these two bars would be equal to each other in the specific statistics. So for example, at this drop here on the 24th, this was I think I'm not sure if this was what drop this was, but maybe the posters also. This was 9,000 editions and 9,775 minted and 9,209 unique buyers from this drop. So what we can see here, for example, here, if this drop is sold out, we got at least that most of the people got 2 drops here to be on half of these numbers. Otherwise, could be also, but this didn't happen yet, that a drop is still not sold out. This didn't happen yet since I think the Captain America, who was really sitting for weeks in the shelf until they burned the collectibles. But now let's look at the 25th here of May. We have 65,800 items minted and no buyers at all. Usually there are only a couple of constellations how this can happen, and that is either an airdrop is being minted and prepared. So you would see an airdrop if it's minted more than 1 day before on this specific drop participation chart. So if you want to see if there is something coming in that direction, make sure to check out this dashboard. Now, in this case, the edition sizes correlate with the posters that we have received from the promo codes. I got myself 1 ticket from the US, and I got the US rare, which I think is trading around 40 gems right now. But these have been minted on the 25th. This means that not the T-Rex ultra rare is the first appearance on the blockchain, even though it dropped before, but actually the movie posters are the real first appearance on the blockchain for the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park first ever NFT on the blockchain. So this is 25th of May, uniquely dropped. And now the big question is this only the US versions, or is this the whole lot of so just for those of you who don't know this, and let me zoom in here quickly so that I can speak with you correctly. These tickets with the double feature NFTs have only been launched in 3 countries: Germany and Italy via UCI, and AMC in the US. And the reason for this is that UCI is linked to AMC and therefore participated in this event. And probably this is a localization oriented strategy where they are testing now what happens if we drop this in the US, and also together with other AMC affiliated cinema chains like the UCI. For everyone who is German, the UCI is only available in, I think, northwest and east of Germany, but not in the south of Germany. So they you can go there really to enjoy also the movie from Berlin, for example. You can go to Potsdam, whatever, but you cannot find them in Munich, for example. So I've not bought a German one, and obviously now I regret it because they are really scarce. But the question is, so in Italy, for example, there are only 500 rares that have ever been minted. And as we can see here, we have another drop that has no buyers on the 13th, only 3 days ago. And this one has minted 2,620 collectibles. So the question is, has Italy drops been minted here, or German poster drops, or is this an airdrop that is coming? We cannot know for sure. We can only speculate. And obviously these other ones that always look like this, these are the comic drops. But interesting question would be, if all of these have been minted together here, the posters, then they are the first appearance altogether. If some of those have been minted after the Jurassic World collectible drop of the Apex Predator, then it would mean that only the US posters would be the first appearance for Jurassic World and everything else not. So big question here, big question mark, but you should be aware of these, but because aware of these facts, and also aware of that you can get an edge a little bit more knowledge from such dashboards like the one that Veve Fox has put out here. And actually, just to do this right here, we have Veve Fox here with a YouTube channel. She has recently put out a video on how to put your OMI onto a ledger, and she puts out a lot of data related content. She's all about the data. So great job by her putting out all these things here, all this data for us. She has also put a burn tracker out, and she always puts a video explaining that. And also I have made a live stream together with her a couple of weeks ago where we together looked into her brand new VVX tracker, and that is very interesting to see. If you want me to bring her back on the channel, then let me know in the comments, let me know in the chat. And yeah, smash up the likes for Jurassic World first appearances that are actually coming from AMC UCI tickets. Now let's look at the chat here, because we have Yo-Yo in the house. Hey Yo-Yo, Jojo, what's going on? T-Rex Ultra Rare is the coolest NFT on Veve, very undervalued compared to Star Wars drops. And yes, I agree. I completely agree with you, because it's not the first appearance maybe on the blockchain, but it is a high quality collectible that has animation and sound. And latestly on those collectibles, those fudders that said that NFTs are only JPEGs that you can take a screenshot of, they should really check this again, because that's really hard to take a screenshot from a collectible that has the ultimate apex predator sound. So yeah, I agree with you, although I think when the next big thing comes around the corner, people will sell this one off. So I'm waiting still on picking up an ultra rare T-Rex, but I definitely want one. You know, the kids are I don't have children, I don't have kids, so don't get me wrong here, but I'm just saying that, like, my cousins, for example, they would go crazy over NFT like that. So yeah, I agree with your assessment here. Matthew Yerzel says, so hello Matthew, welcome to the stream. Also, man, I thought I'd be a millionaire by now, been holding since February 2021. You mean OMI? Probably you mean OMI holding by February 2021, because I think that's when more or less the first Veve collectibles really hit the floor. But man, we're in a bear market. We came down from all-time highs. It could be that you only will be a millionaire by 2024. For me, if someone would say, okay, patient hodler, whatever you did right now is enough. The crypto and the NFTs that you accumulated are already enough to be a millionaire by 2024. No problem. I would take that. I would accept that. And I would say, okay, then we are patiently waiting for becoming millionaires in 2024. Now, we obviously know that we have the bull run in 2024. We know where things are probably going, but we also have a unique crypto situation right now, which has never been there before. Fear of recession, fear of continuation of the plague, rate hikes in the US and in Europe. Actually, no one's talking about Europe, but the European Central Bank also started rate hikes 2 months after they declared they will not do rate hikes until 2024, but rampant inflation changed the game. Okay, the US AMC version has the FE tag. The German and Italian UCI versions don't have it. That is super interesting, Keenan. Thank you very much for making me aware. Can someone confirm that? Can someone confirm, or I mean, I believe you, but still maybe, you know, display errors, because I've also seen that on the Italian version, there are 1 common and 2 uncommons. And for the US, this uncommon is a rare. So on the side, I'll check if I can see and verify that, while Matthew is saying, yeah, you're right, I'm holding for long term. Thanks for the response, brother. Huge fan. Thank you very much. And yeah, back to you, brothers. Thank you for stopping by, supporting me. And we are all together on this journey. If you have watched my outside videos, my last vlog video, then you would know that we're all together on amazing, on this crazy journey. It's all about the journey. Yeah, most of us will probably become millionaires in whatever amount of time it takes to get there. Yeah. So Demo says is true. It's confirmed, and that means, or this could mean, that they are not, that only the US versions are the first appearances on the blockchain. And because otherwise, if they would have been minted all together, the Italian and German one would be the first edition as well. So yeah, then I can be more than happy that I hit the rare on the US one. Okay, good. So this time I didn't have bad words. I cannot say it here, but I didn't completely took the false decision here. No Hair 71 says, due to that, most knowledgeable YouTubers, you, Randy Cavell, and non-fungible all legends. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. So yeah, being among those ranks honors me, and thank you for saying that. We hope that you will still see us in 4 years' time being legends in that space. So yeah, it's good to hear that. It sounds good. Thank you, man. Also, we have 30 people in here. That is more than I had expected during a bear market, and also with not having streamed for a while. So make sure you smash up the like button so that the algo can be fed by this engagement, let's say. So you would help me out a lot if you would do that. Let's see what else we got. So we are getting into the Q2 priorities and into the updates here, but I wanted to say something first about what we are going to see in the background of David Yu also, and this has to do with the first announcement from the community update, and that is that they are going to go to San Diego DesignerCon and San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Cons, if I'm not mistaken. So completely comic-related convention. And they announced in the community update that they are partnering up with a special new licensor. And there was actually someone of my Twitter followers made this aware here, because I had posted on the 29th of March, did David Yu just say a metaverse experience while taking out showrooms and so on? Also, they showed DC stuff while talking about comics on app, right? So in this comic talk, also Veve in 3, aka Corey, whom I also had on this channel, was part of that. And they said, or they showed these DC comics in the background, and this was a stream that was hosted on Instagram. I hope you can still find it when you click this link here. It's in my Twitter feed, but after this live stream, I will also link it. And here, Lisa Veve is chiming in here, is coming in and says, more DC comics on show behind David Yu on his YouTube, and showing the two comics. So first of all, super cool covers of those comics, but we are going to look at this here quickly as well. So they have posted this community update, and if we're looking at the community update itself, we can see, I'm going full screen here so you can see that this is David Yu, and here on the top we have, while he's announcing this, we have these two comics that actually Lisa has shown, and while he's announcing the partnership there for the Comic-Con. So this is new. Then we have the Ultraman here, just to show this again so that you really can have the comparison. These are the two comics that they had shown, or that they had talked about, the DC comics that are behind David Yu, and they are DC comics that they also have shown during that stream, or at least they have shown some DC comics during the stream. So this is not hard to see, or at least, let's say it is hard to see, but we know by now that almost everything that is displayed behind David Yu is coming to the Veve app sooner or later. So he had, for example, the lightsaber, the Darth Vader mask, he had the Star Wars comic, and so everything. But there are also Star Wars things that he had displayed and that didn't came. So there was the robot BB-8. There was also the Banksy statue behind him, which also we didn't see. There was Andy Warhol. We didn't see that yet. Then we have a Wolverine comic here behind him. That also didn't show up yet, but we have the Lightyear, which we are now know is coming to the app. We have, I don't know what this is here below, a little statue of, I don't know what it is, Superwoman or so. But this is all coming. Then we have another statue, which I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe you can figure that out, what this statue is here. And then we have a bunch of stuff that wasn't there before, or at least I didn't see. There's a stormtrooper sitting. We didn't have a stormtrooper yet. So all I want to say is it is very important to pay attention what David Yu is displaying here, because most of I think there is a poster. I don't know if this is the Flash, a comic or a comic cover or what else, but David Yu is teasing almost everything that's coming, and also the Veve letters are behind him. Obviously, those will be coming again later. Randy had, Demo says Randy had, I don't know what he had, but yeah. So we are going to talk more about this community update, obviously, but I just wanted to point this one out because not many people have talked about these DC comics potentially coming to the Veve app. So then we have Genuine. I paused all purchases, still waiting for desktop app to buy gems. Then I will go on shopping spree. Apple fees too high for me now. Yes and no, because actually the Apple fees, they are not the app. I don't. Okay. Maybe you're tuned. Okay. I'm not sure quite yet what you want to say with this, because the fee that the Apple Store takes is covered by Veve, or should at least be covered by Veve, and they would put it on all users anyways. Question is if there is another fee that is compared to Android, making it more expensive, or if you are like me buying in euros via store, then it's also a big problem, because you always pay on top because the euro is weaker, or not weaker, but you don't get the best conversion rate on the euro to gem, let's say. But I get that a lot of people with a lot of money are waiting for the web app full rollout so that they can cash in without limits. And that is actually a very bullish thing. And yes, as we have heard in this community update, they were basically saying that they are still considering the web app launch for most of the people in Q2, so that there's only two weeks left on that. We all know that Veve will face some delays in the end of this, and probably it will be coming in the beginning of next month, if so. And they also announced in this community update, and that's very interesting to me, is the KYC, that they would turn on KYC, and that you wouldn't be able to KYC multiple accounts, which then basically means that if you are having 2 to 3 to 4 accounts, you would just KYC them on your family, probably, if it's possible. I think it's possible, because they said you would be able to change critical data afterwards, because there were some people registering accounts with like false names or some fun names or whatever, because I mean, in the beginning, the Veve app, you didn't know if you could trust them with all your data in the very, very beginning. And afterwards, you couldn't actually change some critical details anymore. But I think you can still change and correct names, birth date, and so on. The only thing that you cannot change right now is the country of residence. So if you moved, probably this will be so if you move between countries, we are in a globalized world, then this might be an issue. But these are probably cases for the support. Now, obviously, the only thing that really mattered from this whole update, that really, really mattered, was that they outlined the process and how close they are to the real cash out. Because, yeah, web platform is good. big players can buy in, but they will only buy in if there are cash out functionalities. And there's a big detail now to this, and I've teasered it on the thumbnail of this video. They are going to enable cash out in 5 cryptocurrencies besides Fiat, which is not a cryptocurrency, but besides Tether. No, actually, Tether is within those 5 cryptocurrencies, but Fiat is not within it. So there will be Fiat, Tether, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then there are 2 others which we don't know yet. And more likely than not, I mean, my question was, is Ecomi one of those cryptocurrencies? Will you be able to cash out into Ecomi? Why wouldn't you update us on the other 2 cryptocurrencies? Why wouldn't you just say 3 cryptocurrencies? Do you think KYC will be the death for bots? No, I don't think so, because I believe that there will be somehow the possibility of launching bot accounts with false identities or with multiple identities. There will be still people that like have 7 brothers and they will just register them all and bot on those phones. So bots will not go away, but I think the bot quantities, the quantity with which a bot can operate, this will go away. And obviously we see they dried out the bots by limiting the cash out option and the transfer option of the collectibles. So that technically there's still a possibility to cash out by basically selling gems within normal app transfers, but probably Veve didn't have too much of a problem with this because they are getting the fee right now from every gem transfer, off-app gem transfer. But in the end, I believe that bots will be always part of. We still see them. They just don't have a chance at the moment because edition sizes are too big to be profitable. So they don't participate because their money would be locked up too much in this. And then we also know we will have MCP, and I think MCP plus KYC will be the death of bots, because then in order to have a bigger chance on the good stuff, you will have to hold already collectibles, or you will have to at least do a purchase on the market, and then you have to start accumulating a mass collector points to be then able to take part in the raffles. So in order to be a successful botter, then you need to hold a big bunch of collectibles that actually generate MCP points, or you need to stake a lot of OMI. If the botters would stake a lot of OMI, probably we all as OMI investors might be happy about this. But to go into this question a little bit more detailed, let's say you have a drop of 10,000 editions and 80,000 editions of those are going to be pre-raffled to OMI stakers, stakers with, not on a Sendex, stakers within the Veve wallet. Let's say 8,000 of those 10,000 units will be going to the raffle. So that means everyone who throws in MCP raffle tickets will have a higher chance of accumulating them, then be offered a purchase button before everyone else. And then everything that has not been purchased will not go into a rebound. So you can deny that purchase. You would still lose your raffle tickets. And that specific item would then go into the collective drop for everyone who's participating to the 2,000 remaining units. But if everyone purchases it, there will be only the 2,000 units, and then the botters have to fight with the new users over the 2,000 units. And the question is if that's really lucrative for a lot of botters. So that is at least how the MCP and the OMI utility program could get rid of the botters altogether, or at least reduce them to a minimum amount, because then real collectors I mean, in the end, it's like this. A real collector goes to the app. He has no items whatsoever. He can participate in the drop, and maybe he will win something against the botters, and the rest goes to the raffle guys that already are on the app for a longer time. Now, if he doesn't want to miss out, he can start buying from the secondary market to put together sets, and potentially in the further future, he would be able to rent sets for a minimum fee. Maybe these will, for the rental time, give him MCP points. So these could be possibilities to get faster to the stage of where you can get drops. But this is only theorizing. We will see what really happens. There will be another Omi Utility Program MCP program articles coming out. But yeah, so great question, Keenan. Thank you for that one. I think they will not go away fully, but KYC will definitely help. Yeah. So what else do we have? We have some people. I just show this quickly. We have some people being angry, and I have to show this tweet from Gaston. I hope I say this name right. So Veve is giving free NFTs to people who went to see the movie, and instead of saying thank you, people are insulting Veve. So obviously you don't have to be only grateful because you obviously paid the ticket because you wanted the NFT. Most of us did. But on the other hand, look at this post. They are like freaking posters. I'm not going to say this here for the algorithm's sake. Veve and AMC. So what is happening? I mean, it's not like this. Someone forced the person at gunpoint to buy this. Probably this person overextended into those movie tickets. And actually, these posters, in my opinion, they look really, really good. I expected worse. I expected the normal, that everyone just gets one rarity of, or they said it's 3 rarities. But in the beginning, I expected that we only get the original movie poster print that is going on to that everywhere on every cinema is basically in different languages if there were, and nothing special. So these posters actually surprised me. They are colorful, they are looking cool, and actually I'm more than happy with this poster. The only misleading thing is that they said in the email your NFT will hatch, and honestly it would have been really cool to get an egg, which, you know, that one when you were playing Pokemon, when you crossbred Ditto or whatever the name was. I don't even know if this was the name in German, in the German game at least, with whatever other Pokemon, and you got an egg. And this egg, you sometimes when you were an unexperienced player, you didn't know what it was, and then something would come out of this egg, and that would be your collectible, or in the Pokemon game would be a new Pokemon that you then can train and evolve. And in my opinion, that would have been so insane. Imagine you would get like a unhatched Raptor egg, and you would only know the mint number. So you would have to carry it around, basically. You would only get a breeding day if you would log onto the app. So if you log into the app, you would get one additional day, and after 7 days or so, it would hatch. This would be so great, man. I would have loved it if that happened. But anyways, still super satisfied, and I cannot understand how people can be so rude about this, because in the end, it's your choice. The outcome was a bet because you didn't know what you get. So this is why I said, everyone who watches me, I frequently talk about mindset, and this guy has to watch me because I'm talking about owning your decisions, and he doesn't own the decision. He thinks that Veve and AMC did everything wrong, and he's the victim of circumstance. He's not. He took the decision to bet on something he didn't know the outcome. Anyways, it makes me mad to see this, because people have to own their decisions. Yeah. But anyways, JTamp, welcome to the stream, JTamp. I hope you have a nice evening. Activity in-app will get you MCP points too. I think the botters will capitalize on this mechanic. That might be true, but so first of all, you can only claim, I don't know if it was 15 or 25 MCP points per day, which would still leave you behind, because everyone else who is active on the app will also only get this once, but everyone who's active will be getting this as much as a bot account. So that means every bot account has to log onto the app every day even if there's no drop at all. The bot accounts also have to purchase items to not stay behind, because every time you participate in a drop, okay, you get these points. But there's also the point that if you purchase something from the secondary market, you also get points. And you lose those points from the secondary market purchase, according to this article, if you sell them again. So you will still, if you have a collection and you have sets, you will still be ahead of every botter, even though they do the activity, the daily activity, if you are also daily active. And the only thing that matters for you and for me especially, is that you guys are staying ahead of everyone else. Because you have to see it like this. There's not only one collectible. There are, as I mentioned before, there is a drop of, let's say, 10,000 collectibles. The only thing that matters is that you are one of the 8,000 people that get something in the raffle drop. So you only need to stay ahead of the masses. You don't have to be the first one. So when people say whales will be the only ones who profit, at least for now, maybe later there will be so many whales that you will not stand a chance anymore. But then everything you already accumulated will be so insanely valuable that you wouldn't care anymore, unless you are there for collecting and not investing, which is also the case for some people, obviously. But right now, we are more investors than collectors in the space. So the only thing is that we stay ahead of the crowd, that we make the smart choices, that we put together maybe some cheap sets also to have it's like a yield. You get these MCP points all the time. And yeah, so in my opinion, yes, it's a very valid point, JTimp, that they will also have points. They can throw raffle tickets in, but you will still be ahead on everything that you want to have, in my opinion, at least. In my opinion. And then obviously there will be the anti-bot mechanics and so on. And then maybe there will be also only this waiting room system. So we are not going to see any mechanic anymore where you can have a millisecond bot, click bot or something, giving you an advantage. You will just stay in line, like I think it's NBA Top Shots. So yeah, I see the point. It's something to evaluate, but for now, I'm not too worried about all of this. I'm only worried about that some people might sell off their stuff because of MCP and then lose out on the big gains, like doing the same thing like people that sold off Bitcoin in 2013 when it dropped to $30 before the run up. I mean, look at BitBoy. I mean, most of you know BitBoy, the channel. He told the story several times. He sold all of his Bitcoin. He said he would be at 9 figures if he hadn't sold all of his Bitcoin in 2013. So there is this is the reason why I chose the name Patient HODLER. I'm going to try that out on this journey to buy and hodl Ecomi and Veve Collectibles for the long term. And I will update you on everything. You have seen this. I updated you that I lost, what was it, like close to $200 total in Terra, which is not much compared to other people, what they lost. But I learned a valuable, no, more than one valuable lesson. So I'm not going to be the YouTuber that only tells you of the big gains that he made. I'm going to honestly tell you when I lose money and when I made a bad choice, a bad decision, when something in my portfolio implodes, when I lose assets. I will tell you. I'm stacking all different NFTs. I truly believe in Veve, and I believe my family will benefit from all these low-priced NFTs. Yeah, me too. So I think I'll at the moment, crypto is so low that I'm allocating a big part of my monthly budget for investing to the crypto side. But I'm still looking out for several. I have a wish list for Veve that is super long. I still want to accumulate. I still don't have the Luke lightsaber. I want at least one, obviously, but I want more than one. The Yoda, the Luke light. I have 2 Kylo Ren lightsabers, one with a very low edition. but I want the lightsabers. I want to have the uncommon and the common Star Wars poster at least. I want the ultra rare of the T-Rex, Apex Predator. There are so many things. I want the Frida Kahlo NFT, but it's still too expensive for me right now. I recently purchased some. I purchased a Super Loman Thor ultra rare. I purchased an Aston Martin with a medium mint number, Aston Martin ultra rare. So yeah, I'm stacking as you said. I think the prices are fairly low, and I think maybe the bottom is not in, but I'm just scaling in. Which wallet option do you use to store your OMIs? Do you use multiple? Actually, and this is a really risky one. Don't try this at home. Let's say, I am staking my OMIs right now on Ascendex, and I'm really hoping that Ascendex confirmed in their tweet that they are not affected by any books, but at the moment you cannot believe anyone who's claiming anything. But if you want to know how to stake your OMI, and I've shown this before here, go to Veve Fox channel, subscribe for her, and watch this video. She has put out a video. Keep your OMI safe. Transferring OMI to Ledger. So there's actually an opportunity to transfer OMI to Ledger. And if you are scared at the moment of losing your OMI, or you want to put your OMI to absolute safety, it's probably so the least safest version right now is if you have your OMI staked like I did. This is not safe, but you will also miss out on 10% APR compounding. So I have 1.3 million, 1.2 million OMI staked at Ascendex. And so I'm trying to get those 10%. It is risky. It is risky. I'm going to right now at the 0.001 mark and potentially dropping below. I will build up more okay, I got thrown out here of the trading view. Let's do this again. Potentially I will be building up my OMI position right now, because I mean we are at all-time lows basically. So yeah, we matched the previous wick down here. Actually, in comparison to Ethereum and Bitcoin, OMI is holding fairly strong. There must be many buy orders sitting below here. We will see if it can hold. Technically, it wicked a little bit lower than this one here on the drop. So I said in stream, I'm going to repeat it again, that we are potentially seeing prices below 0.001, and that we are going, and I said in one previous video that we are going to go below this low. So technically I was right, but I'm not going to fix my opinion here or to say that I'm right on this millimeter wick. But yeah, so I'm scaling in here, but I'm still calculating the possibility that we could technically just see another horrible notification from the Fed, from the US stock markets, from the S&P 500, from the Dow Jones. We could have horrible notifications from the war that's going on. We could see a lot of FUD from we could see more projects imploding during this time. So what we have seen, that the trading volume actually, so you see this volume, it skyrocketed red, and after that big purchases once it came down to exactly to the 0.001 and a little bit above, because obviously everyone who wants to buy in there puts the buy order actually a couple of micro, nano, whatever cents above, and then scales in by that. So what I'm going to do to finalize this question about where I'm storing my OMI, the next OMI purchases that I make, I will put on Ledger, just to have some OMI 100% secure for the really long term. And the rest will be staked to gain more OMI with the yield. And now I got a spammer here. Congratulations. We are going to ban this guy directly. Yeah. How is this possible? I banned this guy. Okay. Yeah, also time out this guy. Okay. Well, this is the first appearance of a of a spammer in my chat. So congratulations to us, guys. We made it. Okay. So while we are looking at Omi right now, anyways, and I planned this as let's say a part of the stream. Okay, let's just which ledger would you suggest buying, or does Vivi Fox cover that? Actually, I'm not so sure if she covered that, but I personally would only buy original and on official sites that I can say. I have one bought, actually my cousin, the one that I already told about, he had bought it for me on the official site. So don't buy any cheap fake stuff, because it could, I'm not sure if there are mechanisms, but I think so. I've read about this, that they can steal your stuff if this is a fake ledger. So yeah, I can look at it. I bought it, but I didn't put stuff on it. I'm not quite sure if I can find it right now. Here I have it somewhere. Here in my box, but I don't. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not finding it right now. But I was preparing to put on some of my cryptos right now from the exchanges. Would it be better to wait to Ecomi card? So this is the thing. I don't know if we have time to wait if we are scared, because yeah. So as Ian 168 says, I always buy ledger directly from manufacturer. Exactly, that's what I meant. Please don't buy it on any fake sites or whatever, on any other sites. Buy it directly from ledger manufacturer, and then you will be good to go. Even though, don't save on this. Like if there's something like 10 euros cheaper, $10 cheaper, it's not worth the risk of losing your BTC or whatever. Bitcoin at around 12K, I will load up on some more Omi. You think it? So here's the thing. Let me just quickly go back to no hair, and then we are going to look into this one. Would it be better to wait the Ecomi card? So the Ecomi card, it said you would be able to store your collectibles too. The question that I'm asking myself right now is, you cannot transfer even your collectibles at the moment. You cannot. So no one can steal them from you. The only one who can steal collectibles from you is Ecomi themselves if they ban your account. So I think you don't have to worry about this at the moment, and you can store your Ecomi on Ledger anyway. So yeah, maybe get a Ledger, because most of us, and this includes me at least, we're investing in several projects. We cannot put everything on one project. We are not Randy here. So I mean, Randy is super confident. I respect that totally. Also great streams from Randy all the time. I watch his videos a lot to say hello to Dashi or so. But anyways, I don't agree with the investment to put everything on one card and to go full degen granimal on this one. So yeah, you have to know that. So let's talk about quickly this one here. Bitcoin at around 12K, I will load up on some more Omi. So probably you have enough so that you can chill. The question is, what happens if Bitcoin never goes to 12K? And don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these Bitcoin maxi or super moon boys that are not considering the fact that this could actually happen. I totally see that this could happen because of the macro fundamentals. Macro fundamentals totally support 12K Bitcoin, but we could from a TA standpoint, we are at this super hyped 7-year 200, like 200-week moving average, we could have so many traders and trading capital that we would bottom out on this one. But obviously, the crypto market is very fragile, very attackable. If there's only one of the gigantic Bitcoin whales that just dumps their Bitcoin into the market, then it's going to 12K for sure. Because I think from the current level, besides a 16K level or so, there's not much on the way down. So this trapdoor can open, as some YouTubers would say. No Hair says, I have 15 million on Bitforex. I want to stake on Ascendex, but I'm scared. Might stake 10 million, put 5 million on Ledger. Whatever your risk position is. So first of all, congratulations to accumulating 15 million. So that means that, what is that? So with 2 million, it's 50 cents. Wow. So you, with a couple of cents, you will be a millionaire. Good job, man. I think there are only two models, the Nano S Plus and the Nano X, as I understand. The main difference is that the X has Bluetooth. Wow. Okay. So guys, ask the guys in my chat. They know way more than me about this. And this is the thing. Many people asked already, can you do a video about putting stuff on Ledger? The fact of the matter is I wanted to. Then Ascendex staking was announced. So I moved everything over to stake, made a staking guide. And then I didn't have any OMI anymore to put on a Ledger. But I will probably put a lot of crypto that I have on Gate.io. Not a lot. I have a little bit on Gate.io. The rest is on a European-based exchange. But I will put everything that's supported on the Ledger. And while I'm doing that, I'll probably make a video about it, how it works. And then we can add that to our knowledge base, let's say, to see what happens. I've not done it yet, so I'm going to do this. No Hair 71 says, also concerned if anything happens to me, my family will have no clue about ledgers or exchanges or tokens. If you have an extensive amount of money on that, and this also includes that this crypto might set up your family for life, you should consider taking the $200 and go to a, what is the name in English for that? So it's like a lawyer, but they are like doing documentation of testimonies of not testimonies. What's it called? Of the documents when you're dying, and to whom should your heritage go, right? The heritage documents. So you should maybe put somewhere a sealed document with the access instructions in case of your death, that this is going to be passed to them or so when you are dying. We hope that you are staying with no hair but with life. So we are hoping that you are staying around us, please, right? So, but yeah, obviously, if you're worried about that, take some precautions. And yeah, it's a good thought. Actually, I've never thought about this besides like of my stock and my crypto exchange stuff. But yeah. Upland Collections and Notes says, thoughts on NFT metaverse games. Yeah, so I made a video a couple of last week I made a video. Let's look quickly on my channel here. So I made this video here, investing in game coins. Actually, you cannot see it because of my camera. Where is it? Sorry, not that one. That one. I made a video here about. You see, I do a lot of videos outside and just speaking my mind. I made a video about investing in gaming coins and 3 factors to consider. So my take on gaming coins is one that has also been explained by Trevor on Kevel's channel. Only one of the aspects. The other aspect that I outlined actually has not been covered there. But the first one is that NFT technology is not that hard to embrace. So what we see right now on gaming coin projects is that these are crypto projects and NFT projects that are building games. But the problem with this is the game is the fundamental product and not the NFT involved, or the NFT involved is designed by the game studio and the crypto token involved is usually only a game currency, nothing more. So the question is, where does value come from for this token? So this is something that I've covered in this video here, where when I made a part 1 of a multi-part series, and actually this prolonged weekend I will work on part 2. In this part, I talked about how a cryptocurrency gets a value, and why I think Omi will be a valuable cryptocurrency, at least in the first stages. So the problem with games, like take for example Illuvium, I had Wilder Worlds in this video discussed, is the coin is only valuable if the game succeeds, and a game has a super short life cycle. So don't think of World of Warcraft, because this is a 15-year long game. Don't think of what is it, Epic Games here, Fortnite. Don't think of those games, because they are a 1 in 1,000 game. Think of Cyberpunk. They completely fucked that up. So the question is, these are AAA game studios with hundreds of millions of dollars in the background, and now a blockchain project is coming in and raises, yes, Illuvium raised some impressive funds with the land sale, but the question is, can they put this money to good use? Can they bring out a game that can compete with a Bethesda, with a Activision Blizzard, with a Ubisoft? Can they compete with Counter-Strike, with Call of Duty? Can they compete with a World of Warcraft? Can they compete with these games? Because these games, they only face one problem at the moment, and that is that the gaming community is not embracing NFTs. But the moment, and I always say this, the moment that the gaming community demands NFTs, it's off. It's on. Then they will all sell items, NFTs, and stuff like that they have full ownership. Because right now, if you are buying a CS Global skin, it's in the game. Like it's worthless if the next CSGO Ultimate Warfront or whatever comes out, right? So the question is, if you're investing in a gaming token, and if you're not sure if they can pull it off to put out a game like Call of Duty, or a game, a burning game that has a chance of being around many, many years, then gaming coins are a short-term investment for me. Because if the life cycle is as short as it is for many other games, then yes. The only difference I would make is play to earn and breeding games, once this market is still in the baby phase, let's say, even though it's a midterm investment. You have seen it in Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity made millionaires, and Axie Infinity also made people earn income for their whole family with this game. So in my opinion, this is something where we have to maneuver very careful, because the whole crypto space right now is full of metaverse plays and tokens that claim to have the next best baby Doge whale breeding stuff that you can find on the market. So I'm personally, the only metaverse coin that I'm invested in is Ecomi, and that's because of the fact that they are not talking about their metaverse, but only about their NFTs right now, and because of the fact that they are working together with these gigantic brands like Star Wars and Disney. And I somehow cannot believe, if you have these connections, that you would then try to develop it all on your own, instead of just giving it to just a AAA studio that Disney recommends, that Disney supports, where you can really pull good stuff off. But that's it. So if you're interested in all of the factors that I see, then make sure you check out this little video, this outside crypto video here. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm talking everything that I'm just aware of and I see as important in the crypto space. So make sure you smash up the likes, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and yeah, right now also on this video, please smash up the like, because the algo gets it a little bit better, and that would be very, very cool. Make a will or a trust fund. Yeah, exactly. That's it. I was searching for that word. Make a will. Go to these official guys and make a will. JTamp says the same problem we have with the Veve NFTs. Do your loved ones know that you have them and how to access them in the worst case? Yes, that is in fact a big problem. So most of us probably try to bring at least parts of their family in. So at least that means if you have someone in the family who also is very good involved, then they can help with at least checking that out. The good thing is with KYC, your wallet will be linked to your personal data, and therefore your Veve wallet will be then subject to the heritage project, or not project, process, the heritage process, because as we've seen in the UK, they have ruled that NFTs are real assets, and that they are that stealing assets like Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs, for example, is a normal felony, a normal crime, such as normal stealing of whatever other asset. That also means that if those assets, if it's ruled in your country that NFTs are real assets and Veve NFTs are linked to the wallet that is linked to your KYC, then you should be fine if you have somewhere put everything, like everything around the password, the 2FA. So you also, if you want to have people access it after your death, for example, you have to also put the password and everything around your email account so that they can use the 2FA. Everything, like how to use your Google Authenticator and everything. You have to document everything in a super safe place. Upland says it's pretty cool. Upland is also making, okay, you're shilling your project, but we are going with this. Upland is also making a lot of collabs, but mostly with sports. They have a partnership, for example, with NFL. Therefore, gonna like definitely gonna like the vid first time watching. Okay, so welcome Upland Collections Notes. Welcome to shilling your project, and yeah, I'm going to check that one out. Let's see, NFL. Actually, wasn't that one that we expected at some other project? But I believe Chili's has also the NFL, I believe. But yeah, oh, Kobe Collects in the house. Hey Kobe, what's going on? The homie hodler, yes, indeed, the homie hodler with a 1 hour and 10-minute stream already. And yeah, welcome. We were talking all the good stuff here for our new collectibles on the Veve app for the Jurassic collectibles. You're a little bit late to the stream, so we were already, or I don't know if you tuned in before. Make sure, guys, to check out Kobe's stream as well. Most of you know him, but if you don't know him, then you should check out Kobe's stream. He's doing amazing giveaways, and he's probably around everywhere in the live chats, also on the other streams. So you will see him support a lot of the community. So really appreciate your work, man. Love your content, bro. Love your content as well. And hey, always welcome to my stream. And I definitely have to look back into your channel. I've not been there a while, I have to admit. But yeah, guys, make sure to check out Kobe. Well, I had some more little things here, and coming more to the end of the stream. And that is, how can I get rid of my camera here totally? Yeah, not going to put this on the side. So actually we have Pudding Cheeks coming in here with an amazing tool, which you should check out. Here on the right, we are going over this quickly. Here on the right, you see it, Pudding Cheeks. He is going over all the data. He's monitoring the data so we can have it easier to see how the progress is going. So this is his Twitter channel. He also has a YouTube channel, as it seems. And he has this OMI spreadsheet. It's in the bio of his Twitter channel. And here, let's check quickly into how our favorite project, NFT project, Veve, is developing. And as we can see here, we have the date. So this is today. We have 21 million primary fee burn, and we have some gem purchases of 95 $200,000. So this is not the full day, obviously, because the day is not gone. We have $211,000 uploaded into the app yesterday. This was way more than in the days before, but obviously here on the 12th, I think that was a drop day, we had way more today, but still a bigger gem growth ratio day. So here we can see if we have a bigger gem growth, and this is important, guys, because observing these metrics, we can deduct from this where the prices in the Veve app might be going, because usually a total gems in the app that is higher than before equals that probably in the next days people are spending the gems on collectibles if there are no drops around, so the prices could go up in that sense. The reason why we have seen the falling prices over the time is that gems were actually more outflowing than really inflowing. We can see this here. The gem count in the app is lower than the days before. So here we had 124 million. Now it's only 123 million. So we lost round about 1 million of gems in the app. And that is obviously because they have been spent in a drop like this. Yeah. So that is obviously the reason for the outflow, because we are coming to this in my part 2 of the YouTube Ecomi value series, and that is, if you are buying something on the drop, if you are paying secondary market fees and licensor fees to Veve or to the licensor, you are having a cash out of the full gem for the drop, but also for the gem amount that is the licensor fee. So this is going out of the app. At the moment, we have people loading up little gems, but purchasing or participating a lot in the drops. So that leads to a decreasing overall gem amount, as we can see here in the charts of Pudding Cheeks. And that in itself obviously drains the market and circuits the prices lower and lower and lower. And this will go on, and the prices of the collectibles, not talking about the blue chips like partners, but even then, there we see it. Despite the collectibles that have recently been purchased on the store, like Darth Vader, everything else is basically in this downward spiral and will continue to go down until we see an explosive move in the gems that are being loaded in the app. And actually, this point could be, we have the web app being rolled out, KYC, cash out, then we will be completely drained of the gems for a little while. Probably this will have prices to go down because some people will just need to pay out because they overextended. That could be the final bottom for the Veve collectibles, the NFTs. And then I see the counter effect that whales are going to load up with this web app functionality and then actually buy in. We see this right now if we are looking at data. Most of the whales are extensively buying right now already because they are scaling in this outflow to maximize their NFT portfolio. So if you see this, people are selling slowly off, they want to cash out, and the whales are all buying in. The Veve Fox has put this out before, where you could see that basically of the top 50 or top 100 or even top 200 whales, almost all of them are extensively buying. So if you consider that, this will lead to a price shock eventually. So the moment that you match the supply shock, because at a certain point people will just not list their items anymore because price is too cheap, the supply shock will meet this high price influx at a certain point, and that will let prices skyrocket, in my opinion, in a very, very short term. So this will be an explosive move within the Veve app. The question is, when will it be coming? Only after cash out, in my opinion. So then we have the homie Pudding Cheeks coming in with the overall Ecomi token distribution. And really, guys, follow him, because this is something that is really needed, that we just have one more breakdown, and it will be part of the next series of my Ecomi videos. So as you can see here, he basically split the OMI supply of 750 billion up in their different parts of circulating and non-circulating supply. And everything that is reddish and pink and orange is the non-circulating supply of the OMI tokens. And that includes the reserve wallet where we are burning from. So basically, you can consider this all as gone. The only reason why we are looking at the burn wallet at the moment is because they have to do something about it the moment that it's running out of OMI tokens. So everything that is in the burn in the reserve here will move to this part, which is the Vault wallet, and that one is representing the total gems in app here that we are seeing right now, because every gem is technically mathematically forged out of so much OMI that it equals $1. That's also why we're seeing massive burns at the moment, because when the lower the OMI price goes, the more OMI are technically within one gem. And if this gem gets spent, everything gets burned if it gets spent on a drop. So here we see that. So, and these two bluish things are business development wallets, and business development wallets are meant for being used to extend the business. And that means, for example, you close a deal with a licensor and you sign that part that they get, let's say 1 billion OMI, like Disney, for example. You sign that a little bit of the whole licensing deal, they'll buy a little bit OMI. So they would get this out of the business development wallet. Another one that I could think of is the Ascendex staking. So many people asked, where are the rewards of the Ascendex staking that a 10% APY is coming from? It might be so that it's coming from the business development wallet as a promotional activity. I wouldn't like that personally, but it could be very well the case, in my opinion. At least I have missed some critical information there. And then we have the fully diluted circulating supply, which includes the founders wallet, the ex-founders wallets, and every Ecomi that you have. And this is 269 billion only. And yes, it is technically a supply of 313 billion tokens, minus the 500,000 or so that Canon Crisis burned, minus what Fiat burned, minus what Epico Regal will burn in the future, but this didn't start yet. So just so we're fully on the page here, people out there that don't know these things, they are calculating with 750 billion tokens. The orange part here is the frozen contract accident, 97 billion. This will never come back again. So it's only the light blue part, plus maybe in the future, if some of these licensors sell off tokens, what is in the business development wallet. That's it. That's everything we got for the OMI tokens. And that means I don't know. I should have logged in with the trading view here, guys. Sorry about that. That means that right now people are accumulating at cheap prices. Maybe we'll get better prices, and fighting over these remaining hundreds of billions, the remaining tokens, before they are starting to being burned away under their asses. Just saying. Now, last part here, and then we are done for today, is just a quick look at the other great data channel, which is the one of Jason Colon. He is putting out constantly data, and this is the OMI burn update. We don't want to. This is from the reserve wallet, so it's already not in the circulating supply, and that is the reason why such an explosion in the burns doesn't affect the price at the moment, because it technically has nothing to do with each other, because they got rid of the buybacks for now, let's say. So we can see that the burns, despite of a little dump here, where they did, I think there were not too many drops, they exploded and are following again an exponential trend line. The reason for that is that the price dumped and they are putting out massive drops at the same time. So we can expect those burns to skyrocket here. And actually, do you remember this, guys? Everyone who is around, and this is really the final words for the stream, everyone who is around here since at least October, do you remember the times when the Ecomi price was half a cent, and up here, and they were making the calculations how the reserve wallet would still need some, let's say, some 6 years or so was the calculation to be burned away. Now we have the concern that it might be over way too quick with the reserve wallet. So yeah, look at these charts. This is something that in October no one has talked about. What happens when the reserve wallet is fully burned? Actually, so the plan is to put a mechanic in place where the burn wallet or the reserve wallet will be refilled with Ecomi tokens from the circulating supply. So basically, they would take a part of the revenues. That was the initial plan. It's off the table for now because of the SEC and other regulators. They would take a part of the revenues and buy Ecomi tokens from the market and put that in the reserve wallet. That was the initial plan. Now they cannot do that because probably they'll be ranked or rated as a security by the SEC and by the New Zealand laws. They might not be able to do that. So the idea is now to have other projects having a mechanic that is bringing OMI from circulating supply into the burn wallet. And actually, if it's not the same company, it might be possible. So what is needed right now is other projects with smart contracts that are executing for whatever purchase that is being made on this other app, and maybe the separation of Ecomi and Veve in different entities, but still being held in the Orbis mother company is part of that plan to have basically something coming from the OMI circulating supply into the reserve wallet without making OMI token a security. So there are many factors that will influence this. For now, it's a mere promise. And actually, what happens right now, we don't know. But because if the reserve wallet would be fully burned, technically the mechanic of the app wouldn't work anymore. Obviously, you could still sell for gems because you don't need OMI for that. But the interaction and the whole, let's say, blockchain project with the Ecomi token as a value token wouldn't exist anymore in that sense. So they have to think about something, right? And that's also why the price is so low at the moment, because technically the value of the OMI token is next to nothing because of that. So and here's the deal. The reason why people still invest and are still bullish for the OMI token is sorry, I got a brain lag here. So the reason why people are still bullish is the OMI utility program, because the OMI utility program is supposed to allow you to buy Veve collectibles with OMI tokens and then have the fees being burned or taken away from the circulating supply. The reason how this works without making OMI a security is OMI is just a mere security in the OMI not a mere thing. I'm sorry, the stream is already very long, so please be patient with me here. The reason why this is possible is you would load up OMI tokens onto your Veve wallet, and with these OMI tokens, you would purchase collectibles. And also, if you sell collectibles for OMI, this OMI goes into this wallet. But because you have loaded this from an exchange to the wallet, it's coming from the circulating supply. And when you are then spending it in the app and you're paying the fees in OMI, it will go away from the OMI that you have loaded up, and therefore it will reduce the circulating supply. So that is basically how it's planned. and that is basically the only way to not destroy the OMI token, in my opinion. Hey Vitimon, what's going on? Welcome to this stream. Welcome. Sorry, joined late. You may have covered already. Did you see Infinite Burn Loop vid by Essentially Crypto? Your input on that would be interesting. I have not seen that yet. I will look at it. Essentially Crypto, you say? I have not seen it yet, so either you could just give a quick summary of it, what it basically means, but it sounds interesting. Infinite, how would you have an infinite burn loop? But anyways, yeah, so this is the plan for the OMI burn, and this is why it's still relevant. The only thing is that only with mechanics like Epico Regal that refills the OMI supply in the wallet, the reserve wallet burns become relevant again. Now, the whole thing is initially thought basically like this. You put in, you get OMI from circulating supply. Circulating supply reduces. The OMI token has value because it's a currency that you can use for buying crypto, for staking, for getting advantage on the app, yada yada. And because of that, the price rises, which lowers the burns. Because if the price rises, the burns are lower from the drops. And if the price drops, the burns are higher. Right now, the price dropped very hard and the burns are insane. But the reason is that there's no link anymore. So it's just burning away. The moment that they announce, hey guys, this is how it works now. We are going to refill it with this mechanism. The price will shoot up, right? The price will shoot up because people will then expect, okay, something is happening. It's becoming more scarce and it's valuable. So then the burn on the app will decrease. The price will go up until the burns are so low that people will sell off some OMI and the price and the burn will go up again. So that's basically the mechanism. It will adjust itself on certain levels, and obviously both will rise. The total amount of burned OMI and the price they will rise because over the time the whole OMI supply will decrease and the value will be given still. So that's basically how it's supposed to work. Okay. Yeah, let's quickly look at the other charts. So basically what we can see here, we have a linear trend line and we have a polynomial trend line of the decreasing reserve wallet. So suppose that there will be value for the Ecomi token, and that's the main driver. Yeah, we have not a problem. Then this is all bullish. But as long as there's almost next to nothing on the value side and also not solved how the refilling of the reserve wallet will actually work, we only have the promise of Reese and the team that they will be coming up with something that is way better than the buybacks. And to be honest, the buybacks weren't so good because imagine Veve wouldn't be profitable and would spend all their money all the time on metaverse and stuff like that, then that would actually mean that they would never have money, not have a surplus to spend it on buybacks. So then also this would be really bad for OMI investors. So yes, you know how it is. High risk, high reward, high risk, high reward. And the risk here is that they are not delivering on the promises. But as far as we can see, until now, they have either delayed their promises or they have delivered on them. But as far as I can remember, they have not said this or that they promised is never coming. Besides the buybacks, but I can understand because now we have a situation with the regulators that is crazy. Yeah. So guys, 1.5 hours in the stream already. We are all exhausted. So to sum this all up, we have a new drop coming on. Cash Machine is running. We have the Lightyear drop, which is going to be probably a super low edition one, less than 1,000. And you need to be lucky. So that means, as far as I'm aware, you are buying the tickets and then you have a chance on getting a code. but you're not necessarily getting one. Then we have looked at the minting of the tokens of the posters, and that the posters are actually the first appearance of the Jurassic Park tokens, of the Jurassic Park NFTs. And we have learned from, I think, who was that? Demo, I think. I'm not sure anymore. That no, it was Keenan, that they are the first edition only on the US collectibles, on the US posters. So that was interesting. We have also learned that probably for the Designer Con, DC Comics are coming as a promo. We have deducted that from David Yu here, from David Yu's background, where we have seen the exact same comic, while in this community update it has been announced that the DC Comics, not that the DC Comics, but that they are on the Comic-Con in San Diego and New York. We have looked at that, and basically that's it. We have looked at some OMI data, and yeah, so basically I would say, once more, who hasn't done it yet, smash up the like, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more live streams, more videos, more video logs, and so on about crypto, about Veve, Ecomi in the spotlight. And yeah, I would be really glad to have you back on my next live stream. I will not wait several weeks again to make another one, but there was, yeah, just so much other stuff going on. So I'm sorry that I wasn't on. And that's it, basically. Guys, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your collectibles, and see you in the next video.